Alrighty, you are listening to K4CO Radio, playing you everything from the 40s through today. We have a very special interview today, right now, actually, with Janus Enterprises. They do some recycling, but with a different twist. Kind of, I had actually never heard this type of recycling. So it's such a pleasure to have them in our studio. Robert, you are with Janus, right? How's it going, Robert?
Hey, how's it going, Josh?
Doing great. And we also have Asia. How are you?
Good. How are you doing this morning?
Doing excellent. It's Friday. Can't complain, right?
Oh, yeah.
Friday. It's going to be a beautiful day, too, and beautiful weekend.
Yes,
so
yes. Turning out to be looking nice.
Oh, yeah. So we've been looking at Janus Enterprises, what you do, and I find it really fascinating, actually. And I love, we love our local businesses around here, but if you can do a favor and just let our listeners know, provide an overview kind of what you do in the recycling business.
Well, you know, we go around, we collect used oil, motor oil in general. Mm-hmm. And we go to business. We also go to residential areas. We've been trying to pair up with some different centers with the city, local health department to try to do some free services. And we just take this oil and we send it to be recycled. And it can be turned into a lot of different products.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. They put it back into new fresh oil, refine it a little bit more, add some additives. Also some diesel, make diesel out of it. Yeah, I mean, it's got quite a bit of uses for it, so it's pretty cool. We get to keep it from going back into the earth on top of the ground and stuff like that, and we get to get it recycled and used in new products and put back out in the loop.
And you guys said you not only collect this oil from businesses, right, but you also collect it from residential areas.
Yeah, this year we kind of started a program over where we're at. We're based in Pueblo, Colorado. Born and raised, so is the business. So we're over there with our local municipality. And this year we've been volunteering and doing some local cleanups, right? With the communities out there. They also have a recycle works down there that we're working with. And we just launched our first little trial period this last week. It went pretty well, too. So, I mean, if they ever need to get some oil, those self-doers, those garagers,
Mm-hmm.
I ranch, everybody I know ranches, and sometimes we just want to get in the garage and get away from everything, work, whatever. Sometimes the wife, so we get out there, change our own oils and stuff, and they got to have a place to take it,
right.
Mm-hmm. And there's some places that'll take it, but there's other places that won't take it all the time, right? Mm-hmm. So we're trying to get out there and trying to get some kind of program out there so we can make sure that our do-it-yourselfers have a place to get it.
When we started doing, I started to co-lead with the West Side Neighborhood Committee, and that was such a great asset because we got to come in and get them involved in volunteering and doing a huge cleanup on our west side of Pueblo. And it was the first time we ever got to collect oil at a cleanup like that. And that was
pretty fun, too.
Really fun to be there and start collecting the oil and see the community chipping in and getting the whole place cleaned up. And it just looks so much better. And it's nice now because we've scheduled 4 or 5 events now since then. So it's just been a really nice journey this year trying to get that out there to the residential customers as well as our business customers.
Right. So it's been really good.
So that's what I find great is that it's residential and business.
Right.
My neighbors actually are the do-it-yourselves, and it's great when you can do that. Unfortunately, like with new cars, is you open the hood and it's just everything right there. It's kind of hard to do it yourself. Yeah. But
what's the nice thing about oil? You got one plug on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And we're now getting into this packaging. We're trying to find easier ways for the consumer to take their used oil and get it recycled. So right now we're working with a company now that we have some individual packages like containers. You add this little valve contraption to your oil pan, and when you go to change your oil, you just simply connect this hose, and it goes into this container, keeps it all contained, no
A lot
spills,
less messy.
Right.
a lot less
It's
messy.
a collapsible container, so then you could just push
Right.
it back up or trade it in at the recycle site, get another one.
Right.
So it's
So
something
that's
we're
kind of
really
what we're
looking
looking
into.
on too. Yeah. So it's going to work out pretty good, hopefully. Especially for the consumer.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially a collapsible
Right.
container. Sounds great. How did you both decide on oil recycling business, and how long have you guys been doing this? When did the whole idea come about?
I guess I'll touch this one. We've been open since 2017. Before we did this, we used to flip houses and construction. Mm-hmm. Right. We've both been entrepreneurs all our lives. So this was kind of something that we were just doing construction. And I had a buddy of mine, Robert. His name's also Robert, and they own Denver Oil up here in Denver.
Okay.
And he came up to me one day and he says, "Hey man, you look kind of tired and stressed out." And I said, "It's the housing market and construction. It will do it to you." And he's like, "Are you happy?" I said, "Well, I'm having fun." And he goes, "Well, you got to try this, man. This is." And then he was showing me the benefits of keeping it out of the earth, and getting it back into the loop, of things, being
right.
recycled. And that really intrigued me. I was like, that's such a great concept,
And especially repurposing it. That's what
Right.
really intrigued me. I mean, I've never really heard of repurposing used motor oil.
Right, and there's so many things that oil could be used for. I mean, they even use the carbon out of it. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. It's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
different lubricants, and it's just, and at the time, he's coming up with this idea, and I'm like, I'm teaching school, third graders at the time, and I've always been an entrepreneur, doing business, teaching school at the same time, and I'm always keying the kids in different things we're doing. And we always had a huge recycle program already at our school at the time. They had their little place where they could recycle, bring their cans, bring their things in. We had people picking it up, the students helping with all the collections in the building. So we already had that. And so it was so neat just learning about the oil and the water and the changes in the matter. It was actually my third grade Colorado standards at the time. Mm-hmm. So it was just so neat just bringing that into them, showing them, learning myself, because it's such a new industry, so much to learn. And just coming up with all these ideas with the kids, with the oil and the water and recycling, and really bringing this in to, make our earth better and make it cleaner. And it's just been a really fun thing with the journey. And we were just like, we just need to do this. Somebody does.
Right, exactly.
So,
it's just been really fun to do this.
Yeah, so, with the support we had up here with our buddy, with Robert, we've been doing pretty good. And we have other supports across the states too, so whatever Janus Enterprises is unable to recover or help you with, we definitely could link you up with the right people that need to get it done, So it's kind of like, you give us a call, and we'll help you out, we'll educate. That's our main thing, is education.
Right.
And try to educate our customers on, EPA standards, city standards, federal standards, state standards, stuff like that. Mainly just to keep everything nice and neat and clean and off the ground, basically, and to get it and back into the cars and other stuff. So it's been really fun. We enjoyed this. It's definitely a lot less stressful than the construction business, especially now.
I bet, exactly, especially now.
Right.
And it's going on all over the place. We're going to take a quick break. One thing that we really like to do here at K4CO when people come in to be interviewed is have them bring their own music or, songs that they like for people to listen to during the breaks. And you brought in a couple artists, actually. One is Luvsicc.
Yeah, that's Luvsicc.
SICC. And this is a Colorado local
This is a
band.
born and raised local band down there, and yeah, we pretty much love their music down there. So
Yeah, great music.
Yeah,
Excellent. We absolutely love our Colorado community music. So we will be right back with Robert and Asia of Janus Enterprises. Here is Luvsicc with the song Nothin to Cry About.
I fall a little I fall a little short of being with you, and I fall a little short of being. I'm sad. I'm sad. I call a little close to 3, and I keep on calling. I need help. I need help. Can you watch me fall into another abyss? I need help. I don't feel nothing at all, 'cause I'm nothing but a misfit. I need help.
All right, that was Luvsicc on K4CO Radio, local Colorado group right there. Nothing to cry about. Thank you for bringing that in. I really like that.
Yeah, thank you for playing that. Yeah, he's on pretty much all the platforms, Spotify and all that. So you could definitely look him up. That's Luvsicc.
Luvsicc. I definitely will. Definitely. Well, so people who are just tuning in, we're sitting down with Robert and Asia with Janus Enterprises. What they do is pretty interesting. They recycle oil, mainly petroleum products, for business and for residential, and then put it to use, recycling into other materials. So first, just really quickly, I did want to ask, what are some of the challenges that you've faced in running your oil collection business?
Do you want to take that or?
Go ahead. Your favorite question.
My challenge is just not finding enough oil.
That's a good,
You can never have too much of that stuff.
Right.
No, but seriously, one of the main challenges we have is getting things established with the local citizens, and the municipalities to get some type of recycling going. The challenges in that is logistics, obviously. We're trying to make it so that way we can streamline it for the consumer and the residents. That way, when they're done doing what they need to do and they need to get rid of it, it's simple and easy.
Right.
No hoops or anything
Right,
like that.
and affordable if not free.
Exactly. Right. And there's some places that take it. Your auto shops, some take it, but a lot of them won't take it if it's got this in it or it's got that in it. We're kind of limited to what we could take also, but a little bit of water, a little bit of antifreeze in the oil, we're not going to gripe about. We'll take it and we'll recycle it.
But the best thing is just to keep that used oil as clean as you can.
Right.
I mean, if you can keep that water out of the oil and keep it clean, that is the best way. And the best way to get rid of it for free. Because
Right.
that's the easiest way for processing and reprocessing.
Yeah.
And that brings another question that I had for you. What type of used oil do you collect? I mean, you did say oil from cars, used from cars.
Well, anything derived from petroleum, any petroleum oil.
Anything.
Yeah, pretty much anything. I mean, you got rear end differential oil, transmission oils, obviously motor oil, anything petroleum based.
Gotcha.
There's machinery that also use oil
Right.
in the machineries.
Cutting fluids have oil in it, those type of things.
Gotcha.
Petroleum based. Yeah.
And how is being this locally owned, oil recycling business, how does that set you apart from your competition?
How do we set ourselves apart from the competition? I could touch so many bases on that.
Right.
For one, we're local, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're here in Colorado. Your kids went to school with our kids, and we know the needs of our locals. And the main thing is we're on time. You give us a call. You have something that needs to be done. We'll try to squeeze you in as soon as we can. We're upfront with all our prices. We don't go and take your oil and then later on give you a price of an outrageous price that's going to close your doors on your business possibly.
Right. That was just an introductory price. Now it's yeah,
right.
Exactly.
We don't do that. We just go in there. We have our guys on the scene. Our drivers are really, really good at making sure they inform the customer on exactly what they've got. And if it's something that's petroleum based and we could take it, then we let them know how much it's going to be right up front. And there's no sneaking around.
And, of course, we have 1-800 numbers, and we have all these Facebook and ways to contact us. But most of the time you call us, if it's something that needs to be done, you'll probably be talking to one of us.
Yeah, more likely. Yeah,
we need to make sure that we're getting that cleanup correct and getting what you need done, because everybody's different. It's not like, we're making a sandwich the same for everyone.
Right, exactly.
Everyone has different needs and different things they need and different levels of cleanup levels.
Right, and sometimes we get called on job sites that our company doesn't either have the permit or the license to take care of, but we have in the industry, we have all these contacts that we could get you in contact with somebody who does have the license.
That actually can help them out.
And they have a good reputation of doing things proper, because we don't want to send just anybody over there. We want to make sure that the people you're getting connected with are the ones that know exactly what they're doing and how to handle the situation.
Gotcha. And when it comes to collections, so is the majority of it going to pick it up from businesses or residential area? Can people come to you?
Well, unfortunately, we don't have a local drop-off at the moment. Okay. We're trying to work with our local municipalities they have recycling centers, so we're trying to get in there and that way they have a place to go. Mainly right now what we do is we pick up. And we pick up residentials and we also pick up commercial.
Gotcha. And then you touched a little bit about regulations, because I'm pretty sure myself, including a lot of our listeners, have no idea about regulations for picking up and collecting oil, and then the recycling aspect of it, all of that. So how do you make sure that you're meeting the needs and regulations of your local community down in Pueblo?
Well, first off, EPA, they have a great guide on what to do and to keep everything in order, right? And then city-wise, they have their own, like the health departments down there, they have their own issues, but usually they go off EPA also. So we just make sure that we're following all EPA and local and city ordinance guidelines, right? And
and we have the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment. They're the ones that really make sure that we're all keeping everything in order. Because we have to track every gallon we bring in. And then we have to track every gallon that goes out.
Right. Everything must be accounted for.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everything.
Yes, from the time the oil is generated to the time that it's being placed into something other product.
Yeah, so we have to approve like a footprint for, where these things are going and making sure that we're being responsible with it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's just so important that we're making sure and disposing of these things properly so that we're getting them to where they need to be. And really, it's a commodity.
Right.
It's a huge commodity.
And I think disposal is probably not the right term. I would say recycle.
Right. It's a commodity. It shouldn't be put back into the landfills and back into our waterways, which is so much more important.
Yeah, and we have
especially in Colorado.
Yeah, we have a river down there, and we're both river dogs.
Yeah, we're in the river all the time.
Yeah, we love to go tubing. We love to fish on the river. We love to surf the river, body surf the river. So we're always on the river. So if for that river to get contaminated, it would just be heartbreaking, So we're trying to do our best to keep everything out of the waterways too. So.
Is that one of the things that kind of brought your passion into this?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I was born. I say I was born in the river, but yeah, we're both outdoors and in the river all the time, fishing. Bodyboarding, kayaking, whatever we need to be doing.
And if you haven't bodyboard on the river or surfed on the river,
head to Pueblo.
You need to put that on your bucket list and go try it out. Especially in Pueblo, we have one of the best kayak courses you could get on. So
I have not. I've been up in around Fort Collins and Denver area, Platte, stuff like that, but I've never gone down Pueblo area.
Oh man, you got to come down, check it out. Oh yeah, we got a lot of activities down there.
Excellent, excellent. How do you get your message out to your community? I'd really like to know that.
Well, that's been one of the other challenges too. It's mainly word of mouth, social media, but Pueblo's basically word of mouth, and just that's pretty much it, Put some
No, we
flyers
did
and
the
stuff.
West Side Neighborhood Committee paired up with the Place, which is a community, we did a block party. And that was really cool because they brought in all these different,
That sounds fun already.
booths
Yeah.
and different things. And we got to participate in that. It was so much fun because it was kids and the family members and just all these different community resources. And we got to tell, how to
Yeah.
recycle the used oil.
It was done for a good cause.
Yeah, and it was so much fun. And I hope they continue to do that in Pueblo. They already have a couple more planned coming up. So that was a lot of fun this year. And, we've been trying to do things like that just to start from the roots, start with the kids and bring it on up because, I think that's the best way to get the word out there.
Yeah, education definitely is the future. So.
Definitely, I completely agree with that. Yeah. So you're listening to Robert and Asia with Janus Enterprises. Now, your website is not Janus or Janus Enterprises.
Oh, no.
It is a little different.
Yes, it's oilpkup.com. That's PKUP.com.
All right, so oil, OIL, then just the letter P, then KUP.
Right.
Gotcha. All
Kind
right.
of a wordplay on pickup.
No problem. We're going to take a quick break here and play another song from the artist Luvsicc that you brought in. This one is called Feel About You. So we're here with Janus Enterprise. We will be right back on K4CO.
Hand on your waist while I stare at your face, and then our lips touch. I like the way that you taste, and girl, it seems like I can't get enough. What have we stumbled upon? Two people falling in love. I really hope that you feel the same way that I feel about you. You're a little bit crazy, call you my Coraline. Little hazy, got me on cloud nine. Cloud nine. You're a little bit crazy, but baby, yeah, so am I. I think that we're both just borderline. Psycho, you make me psycho. Psycho, you make me psycho. Psycho, it's like you've always knew me. 'Cause you can see right through me. Put my hand on your waist while I stare at your face, and then our lips touch. I like the way that you taste, and girl, it seems like I can't get enough. What have we stumbled upon? Two people falling in love. I really hope that you feel the same way that I feel about you.
We are back on K4CO with Robert and Asia with Janus Enterprises. That was another song by Luvsicc. Really great artist, I must say. Very smooth. That last one was just really nice and smooth, almost sexy a little bit. Yeah,
definitely to get the wine and the dine and the nights.
Definitely, and that was Feel About You. All right. One thing, so, you guys are family. All right. So I got a couple questions about that. And before I even get into that, how has, being, especially down in Pueblo, a woman minority-owned business, how has that impacted your journey in the used oil industry? And what kind of helped you? Did you have any influences in there? And
Well, first of all, you have to have, a strong partner and someone to support you in that, especially in this industry. You can't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Get out there and put on the steel toe boots and the woman's sizes. It's kind of hard to find it in a 5.5, 6, but that's what you got to do. And I've had a lot of influences. My grandpa came from the Philippines over, and they had farms, and then my grandma, started the first assisted living in the state, and one of the first, and then my aunts and uncles still do that today, but they're just such strong women in business. Mm-hmm. And even on my mom's side, same thing. My grandma, she was just a strong woman in the court system back in the 30s, back when she had to wear a dress and you had to wear heels. That was, you couldn't wear pants to court. Right. Back in those days, and they just taught you, go to college, do this, step forward, put your best foot forward. And, my aunt, still, she's in her 80s, she's still running her assisted living and she's, just going on with her message and carrying through. And, that's what I want to be a strong woman in this industry and just make sure that, I bring those best foots forward, just follow in their footsteps,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's great. That's great. How do you as a couple even balance the responsibilities of running this business? You've had it for a little while. Mm-hmm. You said since 2017?
Yes.
And so how is that, not to get too personal here, but running the business. Let's get personal. But running a business as a couple and maintaining that, because we all know if you have your own business, it's a lot of work, a lot of time, and a lot of stress. And
one thing that really gets under my skin is when they're like, "Oh, you work for yourself, you must have it so easy." No, you don't. You don't know what it is, because sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm like, "What am I doing? How come I just don't get a paycheck?"
Mm-hmm.
And just work the 8-hour days, 5 days a week. It's not like that. We're sometimes we go to bed thinking and grinding.
Right.
And then we wake up with those same thoughts, digging and grinding. And you can't have a relationship doing that, it's a great business relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Who really wants to wake up with their, sometimes she's my boss.
Let's be a little honest here. She's always your boss.
Okay,
right? Let's be a little realistic.
I'll concede that.
As much as we don't want to admit it.
Well, I think one way we really maintain our relationship is we make sure that we take time for ourselves.
And you actually have to schedule it.
Right.
Yeah, you do have to schedule. Like, we schedule the beginning of August, end of July, every year for Sturgis. We make sure that we try to make that every year, that trip.
Yeah, we just have such close family and friends there too, so it's a time to see them and spend time.
Relax. And, thank God for hot springs. Mm-hmm. Because that is definitely a thing in our lives. Wild hot springs, regular.
Yeah, because we like to find the ones in the nooks and crannies that you don't have to pay for. You hike to them and spend a whole day or two.
Way, don't we?
Oh yeah, we've met some interesting people on the road. I'll tell you, we've met some bands traveling through and touring Colorado.
All soaking in the same hot water.
Right.
Baby raccoon still in your quarters.
Oh, I remember that lady. That
fun.
little raccoon that would steal quarters. That was cool.
I was at a Wild Hot Springs. I don't think they would let him in.
Right. Yeah, regular hot springs, we don't let the raccoon in.
When you guys go to Sturgis, do you ride up there? Do you have a cruiser that...
I did ride for a long, long time. I've been going since I was young, so I've been riding for a while up there, but last 2 years I have to have to admit that I've been trailering.
Well, we took Mom one year.
Yeah, and then we
That
trailered
was-
that year. So that year I was introduced to trailering the bike up there, and I don't think I'm ever going to go back again. Well, I've done my dues. You know,
Right.
I've rode there a few times. I mean, all pretty much the whole time.
I rode there and back.
Yeah, it was
Couple
cool.
of times.
Yeah, it was cool. Like when we first met,
Yes.
that first year, I was getting ready packing up to go to Sturgis, and she asked me, she goes, "What are you packing for?" I said, "Oh, going to Sturgis to the biker rally." She's like, "I've never been." I said, "You want to go?" And she was a teacher at that time. Well, she is now, but she was a teacher back then, and she's like, "Well, I got school coming up." She goes, "When is it?" I said, "Well, it's going to be the August 1st through the 7th through the 11th. I can't remember those years. They're always at the beginning of August." And she's like, "Well, I got school." I said, "Well, I'm almost packed." And this was like 5 days before Sturgis, you know. And she was like, "You want to go now?" And she was like, "Oh, yeah, I'll go get my stuff." So she went and
We
packed
just went
it.
early.
Yeah, we just went a week early. And that's when I looked at it. I was like, "Oh, man, that's the one for me."
Back the bike, let's go.
Oh, I was like,
We'll start
I
school
went
Monday.
ring shopping that day.
That was the absolute moment.
Yes, that's when I knew.
What strategies do you guys use to handle stress or pressure? You mentioned, and I definitely understand, lying in bed at night, just like, what am I doing? Am I crazy? What's going on? And especially with both of you,
Right.
you know.
Well, I mean, to deal with the stress, we go for rides, we go for
Right.
the hot springs, we relax a little bit. But used to be drinking, but I don't drink no more. So, so I had to find other avenues. But thank God we live in a 420 state, right?
Right, exactly. That is true. That is true.
So yeah, a little bit of shows. We make sure we unwind by just decompressing the brain. You know, just shutting everything off.
Kind of got to do your own thing too. You have to have that outlet. If it's just getting outside for a walk or going fishing, or I like spending time with the kids. If I go and volunteer with kids or help teach kids, or I've volunteered helping with teaching them karate. I mean, whatever you need to do, just to get out there. Being outdoors, we are outdoors all the time.
Yeah,
And we
definitely-
have our
definitely
dogs.
the fresh air. Oh yeah.
Which we don't. That's why we didn't bring them up. They'll take the whole show.
Yeah, definitely have them to get rid of the stress.
Right.
When you're having a bad day, they're just like, "What are you doing? Look at me." So yeah, decompressing the brain. It's definitely one of them. And shows. I definitely recommend the most stupid B-rated movie you could ever see. I recommend 80s between 1981 and 1987.
80s had some great stuff.
But all them B-rated movies, they were awesome, man. Critters, one of my favorite ones.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think they have like 6 or 7 of those now
Right.
too. So we talked about some of the challenges, and I want to know on a personal level, what do you enjoy most about what you do here? What is your favorite thing about being with Janus Enterprise and what you do for the community down in Pueblo?
Well, I always look at things personally first, but actually, I enjoy doing a family type local owned business. And I enjoy connecting with those people that we can provide those services for, and getting to know them on a personal level, and and doing those things and being in something. We're both risk takers. I mean, we've been doing this. I think I started my first business before I had a driver's license. So, I mean, it's just really fun just taking on something fresh and new that a lot of people don't know about, and really even science doesn't know about. I mean, they're just learning new things every day. And
It's still in its infancy
yeah,
kind of when it
it
comes
really
to repurposing
is.
oil.
It really is. And it's just fun being involved in like something's infancy and just watching it grow and taking a little baby business and a little baby idea and growing it into something bigger.
And
That's always exciting for me.
We all met each other in parts of our lives where our kids were almost grown out, right? And now we're what they call empty nesters. We don't have any children in the house.
New
So
baby.
the business together was kind of like our little baby. You know what I mean? So we brought it, and it was cool because when we got together, we sat down and we asked each other where we wanted to go in life, and all the things you ask a new person when you meet them, and you're deciding if you want to be a couple. But you know,
What's your favorite color? You want to start a business?
Right.
Exactly.
Well, you know, we were like
I
thinking,
think
well,
it was the other way around.
you want to start a business, you better
Start
yeah,
a business,
pick a color.
I got that logo.
Yeah, we figured if we were going to do something serious in life, I mean, we should try doing business together. You know, and if it's successful, then you know, we'd go on and, you know, get things tied. You know, we just wanted to make sure we were compatible in business before we went. Because, I mean, we're already older in our age, so we kind of know what we want out of the relationship.
And to make sure he could eat sushi, because otherwise it's a no-go.
Yeah. I love it now. I love it now. Didn't like it before, but love it now.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. I think our relationship has definitely been a plus in my life for sure.
Awesome. That is awesome. We're going to take a quick break here. You brought in another artist, Carter Chimes.
Yeah, she knows him pretty well.
Yeah,
Nice.
Carter Chimes. I just love his music, especially just when I'm wanting to relax and chill out, and it's just always a very positive message too.
I love positivity in music, definitely, especially chilling too.
Yeah, and he is also a Colorado artist.
Yeah, definitely.
And that just makes them that much better. Exactly. I love Colorado. Here on K4CO Radio, we love our Colorado artists. You guys know that. Here's Carter Chimes with Day or Dark. We will be right back with Janus Enterprises, Robert, and Asia.
Call in the middle of the night. You said you really needed me for me to come by. I said, okay, baby, give me 15 minutes. You always feel better when I get to visit. I've got sunshine, day or dark. Let me know if you need a spark. Call my number. No matter how you feel, whatever color. We will go up real high. I'll show you the light. Your soul will untie. We will fly. I'll give you the sky. Feels like a shackle. Aim up high and stay on track. I know that life isn't always perfect. I promise up there the view is worth it. I've got sunshine, day or dark. Let me know if you need a spark. You can
Colorado artist Carter Chimes with his song Day or Dark. We are speaking with Janus Enterprises, Robert and Asia here. Thank you guys again so much for coming in.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course, of course. I wanted to touch on any type of upcoming projects or upcoming initiatives that you guys are excited about. What's going on?
Yeah. Next year, I mean, the season's getting cold and getting over, but next year during spring, we're going to be getting with our local municipality in Pueblo, and we're going to be throwing down some events, some collection events, stuff like that. Hopefully get into the recycle works down there and get something going down there. Also, we're going to be trying to get with El Paso County, see about getting something like that, right? Because Janus Enterprises, we take care of southern Colorado and down that way from Colorado Springs and beyond.
Okay.
The northern part of Colorado, we kind of leave that up to Denver Oil. So if you guys ever need anything up here, just give Denver Oil a call.
But you still have a pretty big footprint.
Yeah. We've got a lot of coverage, you know, and we could pretty much go anywhere in the state and anywhere in the United States. You know, we have that capability, so.
Excellent. And these things that are happening next year, do you have anything going on this at the end of the year? Is it just kind of regrouping, getting everything set for next year so that you guys can hit it hard?
Yeah, you pretty much hit it on the head there. It's just regrouping, getting things together. Asia's getting things together with her group over there down in Pueblo, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just getting things ready for the spring.
You know, also just researching other avenue streams. We're always looking for new ways to recycle, and you know, in that end, but we also looking for other things that we could possibly recycle in the future.
Yeah.
There's so many liquids out there and so many things that need to be picked up.
we're looking into other avenues, other substance,
sometimes
other
we're
stuff we could
researching
collect for
and
recycling.
talking with other business owners
Right.
and brainstorming, and you know, just trying to find some different things that we need to do to make our earth cleaner.
Yeah, and make it a lot easier for people to get into the recycling.
Right, exactly. And then if somebody, say they are in your footprint, all right, and they're listening, they want to contact you. What are some of the ways that they can contact you? I mean, there is, again, it's oil, the letter P, and then the letters KUP, kind of a play on oil pickup. You have oilpkup.com. And what other ways can people reach out to you guys for your services?
Oh, they could get on Facebook, check us out, Google us. That's always the easiest.
Yeah, and always like us.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget to give a thumbs up.
Like and follow so they can see exactly what you're doing.
Yeah,
events that you're
especially
doing.
on Facebook and Instagram.
Because we're going to be posting our events there as well.
Right. All our events are posted on Facebook and Instagram. So if you want to see what's going on in your local municipality with Janus
And we have
Enterprises,
local and 1-800 numbers.
Yeah, we have a 1-800 number. That's go ahead.
Oh, it's we have 844 Oil Pickup, the same OILPKUP, which is 844-645-7587.
Right. And then we have 719-766-0401. That one's kind of like a cell phone, so you could text message and all that stuff.
Oh, very nice.
Right.
You can text message the 1-800 number.
Oh, that's right. You can, huh?
Yeah, so we're really trying to keep it real easy to get a hold of us.
Right. Contact and stuff like that. And we do emergency pickups, too. So if you're like in a need of something right away after hours, just give us a call on that cell phone number and we can get to you right away.
Awesome. Yeah, especially in today's world, being able to text you is amazing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, wrenching it in the car and you got one of your employees saying, "Yo, boss, we're full on the oil. When do you get it going?" Yeah, you just simply say, just text them real quick while you don't even take the wrench out of your hand, you know.
That's how we want it to be. Just give them a quick text.
Alexa, text Janus Enterprises.
Right?
Yeah, our customers really like that.
Yeah,
because they don't have to go through all of that calling and appointment. They'll give us text. We'll shoot them back the schedule.
And text. Let me be clear though. Text messaging to get appointments assigned is only for existing customers.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Right. New customers still have to call in.
So we
and
can get
all
you
set
up
up
in the system.
Right.
You have to get all their information. You got to set them all up. That makes perfect sense. Perfect. Well, again, thank you very much. I learned a lot today. I didn't really even know repurposing old oil, collecting it for residential is just great, because I know a lot of kind of gearheads that, do their own oil and everything like that. And it's, well, what am I going to do with this type stuff?
We'll just keep it clean. We'll come pick you up.
Right. Well, anything else actually that you would like to mention to our listeners here, or any people that do follow you guys on social media or anything like that?
Yeah, just if you guys have some oil, need to get it recycled, not sure who to call, give oilpkup.com a call. Janus Enterprises will be out there to help you out all the time. That's 719-766-0401 and 1-844-OIL-PICKUP. That's PKUP.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Robert and Asia, for joining us in the studio.
Thank you for having
No
us.
problem. We really appreciate it. We're just going to play a song right here, and thank you again. Yeah, hopefully get you guys in again sometime next year, especially when everything's going on. It'd be great to talk to you.
Yeah, we would love to come in.
Excellent. Thank you very much for tuning in to K4CO Radio for Janus Enterprises.